Oh, that's on record.
Let's bang.
Happy birthday. Are we not starting it like that?
You can if you want.
Okay.
Go on, Lucy can start like that.
Happy birthday to you.
Woo.
Happy birthday.
Right, come on, Charlie. Take us away.
Okay, welcome to episode 4 of Talk 30 to Me.
Whoop, whoop.
Woo.
Yeah.
And the sad news to start the program with is that I have left my 20s.
Yeah, buddy.
God for that.
Hence-
The first one of us, you old fart.
Yeah.
No,
The bus pass is on the way.
Leave Rob out of this, please.
Hence the balloons and the cones on our head.
Yep.
Also known as
Party
party
hats.
hats.
You're not cones.
Yeah.
We had a really good night celebrating last night with Ellouise.
One of us is committed. Sorry.
Yeah. Lucy was too busy.
I was otherwise engaged. I had plans ages ago and I told you this.
Rob was Jesus in.
Yeah, Rob was looking after the big man.
He was.
But it was good. I stayed sober.
Amazing.
I had a very wholesome 30th birthday. Did some contrast therapy. I actually started the morning watching my little boy play football.
Oh.
9 o'clock in the morning, like during my 30th. And he, really cute. Another little fun story about him. Ran over to his coach. He was like, Coach, it's my dad's birthday. And the coach was like, is it? And looked at me. I was like, yeah.
Oh,
But he scored 3 goals.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, he's smashing it. And then we went and did some contrast therapy. Georgia, who's going to be on the pod today, bitched out after the first little bit of ice bathing.
Oh,
But it is what it is, you know. And then we went and had some food, and then we went and played darts.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, class. So it was nice.
But like cool darts.
Cool
don't make
darts,
out-
yeah. It wasn't shit
wasn't
darts.
like
Flight club.
social club darts. It was
Yes,
like-
it was cool. And now we're here, and we are here to celebrate me turning 30.
We are indeed.
Oh my God.
Oh. If you could zoom in on that part, that'd be
Yeah.
grand.
So it's going to be a bit more of a fun episode today because I know the last 2 have been quite deep. I guess some of the stories might go a little bit deep, but it's more about just having a bit of fun.
Yep.
However, back by popular demand
Yeah, but
is what else turned 30 this year?
other than Charlie.
Other than me.
Other than Charlie.
So I've kind of based it on a musical theme,
Love that.
not as in thespian,
Oh.
as in like the charts. So
Oh.
Okay.
first one that turned 30 this year, the Oasis album, Definitely Maybe.
Oh,
Wow.
love
Yeah.
that.
Classic.
30?
30 this
That's
year.
my dad is obsessed with Oasis. Like,
So I only got into Oasis like more recently.
really?
Yeah. Like I was never really listened to them, but I spent some time in Manchester for a job, literally a weekend.
Came out.
Yeah,
loving
came out,
Oasis.
yeah, lad. Just like started listening to Oasis, and I saw Liam Gallagher live at like a festival. I thought, this is actually sick tunes, isn't it? So
I don't think anybody's ever described Oasis as sick tunes, innit? But I think you'd be the first, and I love that little crossover.
bang. The next one that turned 30 this year is anyone remember the General Levy song Incredible?
Can you sing it?
Wicked. Jungle is massive.
Wicked. That one.
Yeah.
Really hard to do in there.
Yeah.
Have you seen him do that live on Live Lounge?
Oh my days.
mate,
Smashed it.
so good.
So one of my mates last year got a birthday, do you know that cameo?
Yeah.
His parents got him a cameo from General Levy. He's like,
No.
and he's like, wicked. Shout out Andrew on your birthday.
That's amazing.
Oh, damn it. We should have got him that.
I really want to learn how he does the that thing.
Oh, it's
That's it. You know what I'm not about though. That thing. I
you sound like a donkey being choked.
Sound like a really
I really
anxious
do.
donkey
Yeah.
having
Yeah.
a panic attack.
Oh, poor donkey.
And
What's up,
I also wanted to bring around one. We talk about a lot of things that were born in the 30 years ago in 94, but what about things that ended?
Oh.
Kurt Cobain?
Okay, this took
No.
a turn.
Yeah, it's
No.
morbid. I think we should if we could just lower our party hats, guys. I feel a bit strange talking about this.
Also,
Practice for this new segment you've decided to introduce of the things
Also-
that died 30 years
also-
ago.
That's what I mean. I felt like, we have to just...
also, Fred and Rose West went on a killing spree in 1994.
I'm so sorry to everyone who has been impacted by this.
Right at the beginning, it's going to be more of a positive episode this time, guys.
And-
The fuck?
No, the whistle's back. Why have you done this?
And Brazil won the 1994 World Cup.
Okay, brilliant. Let's bring it back up. Christ on a...
So how do you feel about that?
This is why we should start talking before we film these things.
Oh, God.
I've got loads more.
What an emotional roller coaster that was.
There was another one Georgia shared with me about a tennis player smashing someone's kneecaps in.
Oh, is it?
Ice skater, sorry.
Oh, an ice skater.
Yeah, what's her name? Got that really cool
Baseball
Netflix. No, the Netflix thing on Tonya. Is it Netflix? Oh, I think
Is
it's
that the one
film.
who Margot Robbie played?
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, there we are. She smashed someone's kneecaps in 1994 and hasn't skated since.
Not Margot Robbie,
No.
by the way,
Yeah.
people.
So yeah, that was my...
How did you get figure skating and tennis player mixed up?
Oh, well, I was more concerned about Kurt Cobain and the Wests.
Yeah, crikey.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't believe you just...
Wow. I think we just need to take a little breather a minute and just need to...
Why? Was it?
You've really upset Rob. You
I
sat over
think-
there with this party.
I think this might be similar to your dad's funeral. He
Yeah.
looks like he's crying, but he's actually laughing.
Oh, yeah, that's a good time.
So
Yeah, I don't know that very well.
Yeah. Also, Ellouise got to meet some of my friends yesterday, just to
did.
swing back round to that. And the common theme was questioning her about whether an alligator actually bit her leg off.
Yeah.
I've had many, many messages be like,
Yeah.
you're giving conflicting information, like which one is it? And it's just like, you'll never know, or will you?
I think it's about time we tell them the truth.
Again.
Yeah, because obviously they were two very out there stories.
They were, to be fair.
The real story is really boring.
I don't think so. I think no one expects to go to the zoo and come home in an ambulance with a leg missing.
Yeah.
And more so,
They don't advertise that at the door.
They don't.
no, and just because saying you lost your leg at the zoo is very clickbaity, and people think that like a lion bit it off or
It was
a
the
gorilla
weird.
ripped it off.
Yeah, it
The
was like,
weirdest thing. There was a play park there, and she believed she could do the monkey bars with her legs. And there was a bit of a twist.
Yeah?
And you ever
Please
heard
tell
this?
me,
You
tell
ever
me.
heard the
I
saying
mean,
that
yeah.
you could actually bite through your finger if you wanted to?
yes, it's the same density as a
Same
carrot.
density, yeah. So it's actually the same as your kneecap.
Are you saying...
The
Should've-
monkey bar just took it clean off.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Are you saying I bit through my kneecap?
No, you fell off the monkey bar. Why are you asking me? It's your leg.
You're there, man.
But basically, you tried to do the monkey bars backwards on your legs, and it went horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now my legs, it's not plural. It's just leg.
Oh.
So yeah, the monkey bar is traumatic, but I'm glad we can clear it up for
And
everyone.
can we just respect Ellouise that when you do bump into her in town and stuff, that you don't ask her what happened?
Yeah.
Because I know she likes to address it on the pod,
Yeah.
but
It's a
She'll
safe
probably
space.
forget which story to tell, to be
Yeah.
honest, because we don't know which one we've done last, but you know.
Did I tell you about my leg? But I was fuming when I was younger because I thought
you could do the monkey bars.
No, well, similar. I thought because I had one leg, I would automatically be allowed into the Paralympics. But apparently,
you have to have
This is-
also
this
you
is-
have to also be an Olympian.
Can I just ask, what the fuck would you have done in the Paralympics?
I don't know. I just thought I could choose when I got there.
Fair.
Like, you know.
Okay, so I put this to you. What would you have liked to have done?
Yeah, what would you have picked?
Well, I
100
used
metre
to
sprint.
think skipping, but apparently that's not in.
Maybe like shot put?
I tell you one thing,
Something with the arms?
don't do ice skating because they are fucking vicious.
Well,
Yeah.
apparently your
Yeah.
kneecaps get kicked in if you're with Tonya.
But you'd only need to get one kicked in.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Yeah, but apparently no. Apparently to be in the Paralympics, you actually have to be good at a sport.
Yeah.
For anyone who didn't know, you don't just get let in when you're missing a limb.
It's not like Hogwarts. You don't just get a letter. We heard you missing a limb. Like, you know what I mean? Sent in by owl.
I didn't tell you guys. I went to Fort Park the other day, right?
Yeah.
And so,
Oh,
Actually, I wanted to address this with you, but not on the pod.
the party ass.
oh, sorry, the party hat's gone. Oh no, it's true.
Okay, that looks good.
Would you like a ham?
This is fine.
So chaotic. I can't believe I'm the one causing the least trouble today.
Sorry, I have gone on a bit of a tangent, but I went to Fort Park the other day and they gave me a list of rides that I was allowed to go on because of my leg.
Yeah.
4 of them I was only allowed on. Saw, Ironic. I'm allowed on that one. Bit harsh.
That famous scene where he has to saw his own leg off.
The cinema.
Oh.
I was allowed
That's
to go
a ride,
to.
is it?
Yeah, the cinema. I wasn't allowed on the teacups. I wasn't allowed on.
Hey, I seen a picture of you.
Why
on the
didn't you just
teacups.
not tell him?
Thought Park 999, I'd like to report a crime. I seen a picture of Ellouise on the teacups
Yeah.
when they explicitly told you that you weren't allowed to play. You are such a rule breaker, and I love that
Well,
about
of
you.
course I'm going to go on the teacups.
Will
I'm
you
sorry,
help
I'm really
her?
having
This is
issues with
killing
this
me.
I was
party.
asked if she wants a hand and she said no. Done. Yeah, no, I was going to ask you about...
Sorry.
I was going to ask you about Thorpe Park because I used to work at a theme park
Yeah.
owned by the same company that owns Thorpe Park.
Merlin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just wondered how many rides you would have struggled getting on.
Well, I can normally go on all of them. It's the first time I've ever been told.
But did you tell them you only had one leg?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
it's your fucking own fault then, isn't it?
yeah, it was. Because basically you need to sign up 7 days early now, which wasn't the case last year, to get fast track.
Okay.
So I
Disabled
said to them,
fast track.
yeah. So I said to them, listen, it's not a lie, it's genuine. I can't do a theme park without fast track really.
No.
Because I can't
Yeah.
queue that long anymore. And they were like, oh yeah, that's absolutely fine. That totally changes things. Really lovely and accommodating. They're like, oh, I was like, yeah, I've got an artificial leg. So I was explaining to try and get the fast track, to which they're like, oh yeah, we'll sort you out. By the
For
way,
these
you're
4
now
rides.
only allowed on 4 rides, but you can have a refund. I was like, yay.
But you won a teddy after spending £45.
46. And I didn't win. He felt sorry for me.
And that's mad because that's the second time you've got a sympathy prize.
What was the first time you messaged this?
A Bug's Life.
Bugs
Oh,
Life.
yes.
Yeah, that
Rock
drawing
Ruffle
A
competition.
good
Sunshine.
friend listens.
Yeah.
We
even
do.
When I don't, even when I forget. But yeah, anyway, sorry, that's a
No, I
thing.
like it.
Yeah.
So this is, for once, all about me.
Oh, for once.
Woo!
So
Yeah, so we have a gift that we want to give you.
Okay.
We do, we do.
Okay.
I'm petrified about this.
Yeah, you should be.
This
I
is
don't think you
from
should be,
Elouise,
actually.
Robert, and myself. A lot of thought went into
Tense.
this.
He's opening for those who. He's opening the
this.
envelope.
Yeah, you have.
It's got that. Just careful. Open
You
the
are.
ace.
Ah,
He's got no choice.
yes. Well, fucking right. When should we do it?
So for anyone who doesn't know and can remember, we have got Charlie a gift card specifically for the price of a nose piercing.
Should we go do it tomorrow?
Yeah, if you want to.
100%. I've got a
With
football
it-
match in the morning, but I will fucking will it be open tomorrow?
I don't think so.
It's Bank Holiday Monday.
We'll work it out, but we will go.
100%.
Well, you can,
That's
if you want
such
to
a
go with
fucking
Kaylee.
sick present.
There you go.
We gave Charlie a genuine compliment once, which he's carried with him for the rest of
Should I
his
read the
whole
card?
life. Yeah, go ahead, actually, because he might explain it a bit better.
Charlie, happy birthday, you absolute legend. We're so grateful to be on this mad journey with you and your symmetrical face. All our love, Elouise, Lucy, and producer Priddle. And then a fucking gift card for a nose piercing. Sick. No, that's wicked. Thanks, girls. And Rob.
Because I just feel like you would always want, once we've said that it would look good on you, that you wanted to do it, but without the push.
Yeah, fair. Fuck.
For the pod.
Oh, that's wicked. Thank you, guys. That's, and you cleared it with Kaylee.
Kaylee knew.
That's
Kaylee
wicked. Are we going to film it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
sick.
Of course we are.
Cool, let's set a date once we finish recording.
Do you actually
Yeah.
like
Yeah, no, I think that's wicked.
Good, good.
We'll set a date. Sooner the better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can't pussy out.
no, yeah, and I'll 100% will get my nose done.
Yeah, the lady couldn't fit the word piercing on it. I was like, can you write nose piercings? She said, true, aka nose on it.
Oh, sick. Thank you, guys.
But leading into that with your little present, I think that's a good time to kind of look at introducing our guest in a bit.
Oh,
So we're going to have a bit of
drop
a
the
break.
voucher.
And then we're going to bring in Georgia, which is Charlie's biggest cheerleader.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Charlie. Happy birthday to you.
Beautiful. Oh, honest to God, I'm sorry, beautiful.
Cute.
Yeah, thanks for that, guys. Thanks for the present. Thank you for the decorations. Sorry for nearly spoiling it all.
Yeah.
I have heard there's a funny story about you fucking up with it, but
Yeah.
Oh, we were talking about the price. So yesterday we had 2 chats on the go, but Lucy was drunk last night. So we had 2 chats on the go. One was with Charlie in it, and another one was without Charlie.
oh my God, is this the transfer thing?
The £35 thing since the fucking ticket.
I thought I was paying for the mic.
Yeah, no. So you were like, Ellouise told me it's only £35. And I was like, in the other chat, I sent you a voice note going, Lucy, £35 for the fucking nose piercing.
Of a girl. But from Jenny, it wasn't that I think I would have done that whether I was drunk or not,
Yeah,
though. I was
fair.
very kerfuffled. I thought because the mics were very similar price.
Yeah, fair. Which reminds me, I need to send you the money for the mics.
Yeah.
yeah.
Funny. That is very funny. And I was like, when did she say it was fair? I was like, why would Ellouise tell her how much it is?
I was like,
I'm so sorry.
None the wiser.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But
No,
just
no,
to
no.
throw Ellouise under the bus, when we arrived at Flight Club yesterday, she went, just so you know, we've got your present from the pod. And I was like, okay.
what?
Yeah, you did.
Just so you know, we're going
You're
for
like, oh.
I didn't say it like that. I was fucking buzzing.
Yeah, no, I know. But I was like, I'm sure the guys would have wanted to surprise me tomorrow. And then in the car back, Kaylee was like, you're going to love the present. I was like, who else fucking knows about this?
Oh, no, I stick by that. That's me all over.
No, cool. I know. I do
will-
appreciate it.
It's like Christmas. I tell people they have presents, but I won't
Well,
tell them what.
So my little boy, we were in, so every year, I arrange for somebody to.
I'm so sorry. Before you tell the story, would you not mind introducing Georgia?
Oh, us. Yeah, all right.
Thank you. We've sat here for 20 minutes chatting absolute shite.
Oh.
Just sat there at the party out on it. Wait, Jesus Christ.
You can edit this to go back in front though, innit?
Absolutely not. We
No.
think we just keep
Okay.
the fact that.
All right, so.
It's all about him.
Right then. So as you may be able to see, we have a guest with us today.
Ta-da!
This is one of my longest, if not my longest friend. One of the only people I still speak to from school.
What school was that?
The Brit school.
How long have you been friends?
We worked this out, tried to work this out, 16 years?
I believe it's about 16 years.
And how are you?
Let me give her the hype first.
Okay. I just want to, later I'll do a welfare check because 16 years of this.
Lucy,
I come out
yeah.
and think,
we
you're okay.
we have to be nice to him today because it's his birthday episode.
She has seen me through my highs, my lows, my craziest times,
Aw.
most of my achievements. She is a big fan of the pod. She's listened to all of them so far, and she puts it on Instagram and she listens. So she's part of the promo team, and she's probably been there for 99% of the mad stories that I tell, and she'll back up everything I say as gospel. So this is Georgia, my best friend for 16 years.
Hey, welcome
Welcome to the pod.
Georgia.
And she's
First guest.
yeah,
know.
and she's already in her 30s, so she can give us a bit of life advice.
Oh, thank you for that. Yeah, not by much though.
No,
not by much.
She's 1 year and 37 days older than me. 23rd of Feb.
Yeah, there's a reason I didn't pass GCSE
Right,
maths, so
you
go
could-
for
you
that.
could
Yeah.
remember that.
Same.
1
I
year,
didn't pass
37
that.
days older than me, which is mad
Yeah.
because you think, how does someone the year above you become friends at school? But because we're both
Yeah.
just so talented.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I wasn't really thinking that, but
No, fair enough.
Cool. He just wants to bring up the fact that he's talented.
Yeah, well. So this is Georgia. So yesterday I was talking about my little boy because we were saying about ruining surprises and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So every year, because I've got no family really living up in Wales, and like my little boy wants to get involved with like the birthday stuff. So every year I arrange for somebody to help him surprise me with a birthday cake.
Oh.
Because he talks about it loads, but I'm like, well, how are you going to sort it? So I sort it for him.
I have a bit of faith.
Yeah.
No, this is Charlie
so-
all over. I sort my own birthday cake.
So this year I
Make
just
sure that
said,
happens.
I said, oh guys, like, would you mind just like helping George? Like he wants to surprise me with a cake. And they were like, yeah, of course, no worries. So we went to his football and then we were driving to the first activity for the day. And we stopped at Asda and George and Chelsea were like, oh, we need you to come and do this secret mission with us. So I was like, oh, I need to go toilet. Like, get me out the way. And he's like, oh, yeah, I need a wee too, Dad. I was like, okay, so we go toilet and then they're like, come on, you need to come with me. And then like, I was like, oh, we'll meet you outside. He like cuts across me in the shop with the cake in his hands to the till. I'm like, So I pretend I don't know anything, right?
Well, yeah, he's a child.
Yeah, no, of course. And then
I'm
So-
going to, don't roll your eyes at him. He cuts across me.
no,
He's a
so-
teeny weeny person.
So all through the contrast therapy, he doesn't say anything. He keeps picking up acorns. Like, Dad, I've got some presents for you. I've put them in your bag.
Aww.
Sounds
yeah.
like me.
Literally you.
I then had to buy him a milkshake because it's his day, really.
Yeah.
And like he was like loving the contrast therapy. He's not allowed to do the ice bath, but he's like flicking water at me and stuff. It's really cool. We finally get Frankie and Benny's, and he's like, save some room for your cake, Dad.
Oh, no.
And I was like, what cake? He's like, nothing. And then he's like, oh, Dad, I need a toilet. And we like get up to go to the toilet. We walk past this table, and then he goes, you didn't see your cake, did you? I was like, no.
Aw.
But then he like wanted to keep going to the toilet then to make sure the cake was still there. And then finally the cake come, but because they were taking so long, like he'd asked for the cake, it was taking so long, he started crying.
Oh.
So then the woman comes over with a cake, and there's like a video of him like red eyes, like happy birthday to Daddy.
The best one though was before then, because you were like, because obviously he'd given it away by that point.
Yeah.
It was taking ages for the cake. I mean, literally, they were slow as hell in there. But that's, for TripAdvisor or whatever. And,
Straight up.
I'm not naming names. And Charlie's like, oh, this fucking cake's taking ages. And he goes, like, I swear it was like seeing Charlie about 20 years ago going, no, it's from Asda. Like, it was just amazing. It's like, it's from Asda. Bless him. He's a comedian.
Yeah, he's funny.
He's been brought up to
Yeah.
be mini Charlie.
Oh, lucky boy.
Oh my God.
Very symmetrical face.
I'm going to have to bite my tongue this entire time because we have to be nice to you today, don't we?
No, be horrible if you really
Oh,
want to.
thank God for that. Brilliant news. Can't imagine.
But yeah, so he was really excited to do that. And then we shipped him off then to his mother so we could go and have some adult fun in Cardiff. That sounds bad.
It does.
So wrong.
It really
Went
does.
to an orgy. No,
No.
so we,
The whistle's really bad in true force today.
Wheezy from Toy Story 2.
Like a little kettle.
Yeah.
No.
Like a little kettle. Do you know the ones you used to boil?
Yeah.
My dad bought me that when I first moved into my first uni house. He was like, oh, go grab your kettle. Went to the shop. They didn't sell kettles, but they sold ones you could boil on the hob.
Yeah.
And he tried to sell it to me. Yeah, but son, listen, it whistles when it's ready. I was like, oh, sick.
Yeah, that's great. I've got a
Yeah.
severe hangover.
So when the boys come over and they're like, oh, giss a cuppa. Yeah, no worries. Listen out for the whistle. Fuck off. And then you've got to like flick the like lid to pour it.
dangerous.
Oh my God. Listen, my fingers were fucked by the end of that year. Because obviously I used it. There's no way I was buying my own kettle. I had one that whistled.
You kind of like the kettle.
I loved it. I might get another one. So George is here to kind of spread some cheer. A little poetry
Hey.
for
And
you.
corroborate some
Um,
of his ridiculous
So I
stories.
don't really know what's happening. Are you girls just going to interview us and fact check
Yeah.
some of the mad shit I've
I
told you
think
over the
so.
last few
So-
months?
Basically, we just needed to bring someone on who could like just tell us that all this shit was real. To be fair, no,
And this
I
is a
think-
credible source. She's a lovely lady. I trust her with my life.
No, I think it's good because obviously this is Charlie's birthday episode. We've got his guest, which is Georgia.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be an opportunity for us just to delve a little deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we've only known you quite a short period of time, and I would like to know about. I can just imagine you. I mean, I love you, but you do give off "I was an arsehole when I was younger" vibes.
Come on, Georgia.
Was I?
I wouldn't say arsehole vibes. He
Prick.
was one of
No?
them
One of 'em?
kids, like, them kids that are like naughty, but it's funny. Like, it's really hurt.
His face. I feel awful.
I feel
come
like
on.
we're Frankie
I
and
wanna
Benny's
hear
again
this.
with the cake. It's
Oh,
all right.
is it okay?
It's okay.
Hello, darkness, my friend.
Oh, no.
I'm really sorry. I'm really
No,
sorry.
fair enough. I probably did give off arsehole vote. Well, actually, apparently not.
Oh
No, I would say like them kids in school that they're naughty, like it's cheeky, but they're not actually doing anyone any harm.
Class,
Like it's
class clown. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, fully,
But in
fully,
a good
fully.
way.
Mm.
Not in a like,
Oh,
you
no,
know,
no,
those
like-
kids that you were like, shut the fuck
Oh, no, I
up.
think I salted on the line.
Yeah.
Oh
Give
yeah,
it a-
like it was. I think you could have had your
Can we have a little bit more of the salsa content?
Yeah.
Maybe we could go to a salsa dancing class one day. I've got the hips that don't fucking lie.
Really?
Oh, give me
Is it?
Shakira. Listen, Brit School alumni.
You said
Brit School alumni. You got in for talented reasons, didn't you,
You
Georgia?
Yeah.
You did.
What were you doing in Brit School?
So I started off at Brit School doing musical theatre.
Amazing. Right at Bell Street, that is.
She's
So
a
I think-
thespian.
I don't know
Yeah.
what the rules are now because it was a long time since we were there. But I know the rumor was that you had to be good at 2 of the 3 things, which were singing, dancing, or acting,
Nice.
to get into that one.
And I've seen her dance.
And then the dance is probably not.
I'm not gonna lie, we did just see you salsa, Charlie. So.
Yeah. No.
Do you want some salsa now?
Same with Kaylee.
Listen, let me push this back a second.
Oh
Are
God.
you going to salsa for us?
I'm giving you some salsa right now.
Really?
Are you actually
The hips,
salsa?
like,
Do you want some music?
Shakira.
Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you make a woman go mad.
I really
So
hope
be
that gets
wise. Keep. Oh, so
that was short-lived.
That was.
Yeah, well, I'm out of breath.
Was that the whole audition for Brit School? So you didn't get into that one where you had to be good at 2 of those 3 things? No?
Well, I had
don't
to be
think so.
creative. No, I didn't. I did media.
So again, you got in for talented reasons.
And she's very talented.
Yeah, I believe so.
I know, you have told us. Weren't you in a band?
Band is a loose terminology.
Like,
Oh my
I'm just
goodness.
going to say this. I think we actually have celebrities here because didn't you like turn on some Christmas lights?
Didn't you
Well, yeah.
actually beat a very, very famous person to
2.
the 2 of them?
Yeah, someone
I'm-
from Hollyoaks.
Come on, guys, tell
So
us.
I'm going to need you to tell,
us
the story because it's one of my favourites.
What, from the top, what got us to the Christmas lights or just the Christmas lights? Because it's 2 very different stories.
Well, use your
Don't
initiative.
fucking bore us.
No, I just think that's the story that cracks
Right, so
me up.
long story short, we did this thing called Ignite in Croydon.
And Georgia's here for fact checking, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Georgia, so this is actually how me and Georgia really properly met. So we met through a mutual friend that was in my class. And then I got invited along to this thing called Ignite to watch because I was going to film it while Georgia was performing and my friend was involved. And I just, as you girls know, network like a king and managed to just get them to invite me to join the group, like
Amazing.
Ignite, to plan these events.
It's FOMO. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Well,
It's pure FOMO.
yeah, I'd be worried about missing out on good times with me if you didn't invite me to places too.
How dare people smile when they're not in your presence?
Exactly. So I got invited to this thing, and then I didn't have any talent. No, like, I'm funny. I think
Georgia. Oh.
no, but like
Don't sell
I was.
yourself
It was
short.
no. So it was like a group of musicians in Croydon, young musicians in Croydon, trying to set up gigs, right?
Yeah.
And I was the first non-musician to join. So
Yeah.
I joined, and so they would let me host the night. And
This is true.
so like they used to pay a host. And then I came, they just realized how fucking nuts I was. And they were
Yeah.
like, you're hosting the next one.
Brilliant.
But we're
And I was
not
like,
paying you any
sick.
money.
Yeah, but we're not paying you any money. So I was like, sick. So the first one, I literally just went on and just like, next up is this, done a few skits and that. Then the one after that, like me and Georgia had become really close friends. So we were like, we'll host it together. So we opened the show with Estelle and Kanye. Tell them Wagwan Blood, who give me the UK. Everybody.
Can we just say, as them, they weren't on stage with you?
No, we.
No.
So do you know the Smithy and Nessa
Yeah.
scene?
Rudy, yeah.
Obviously,
Yes,
the
yeah.
best.
From Gavin and
and
Stacey
Stacey.
filmed in the Red Dragon car park.
Yeah.
We basically recreated that on stage.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, reluctantly, because most of this press don't with me. So we were like, and it went off.
Cool down,
Don't act a fool.
Yeah.
Always act a fool. Ain't nothing new.
Now.
Now, what we're
Hey.
saying is if you ever need this by, do you know what I mean?
100%. We'll let you know if Ignite ever relaunches.
So that was the band name.
No. So Ignite was the group.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then after that, I just was like, I've got a sick idea because Jay-Z had just released Empire State of Mind.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've got this sick idea that if I just rewrote the lyrics, because had you ever heard of the Midnight Beast?
Yes.
So we knew them, right?
What do you mean you knew the Midnight Beast? I was obsessed with them.
So we booked the Midnight Beast
Wow.
for their last ever show as their band
What was
before
one
they
of
were
their
the Midnight
songs?
Beast.
Give me a song.
Well, they did the TikTok remake, didn't they?
Yeah.
Then they did Booty Call.
That was it.
B-double-O-T-Y.
That was it.
So we booked
Insane.
Stefan and Drew as their previous band on their last ever show before they turned into Midnight Beast.
Yeah.
And then so we kind of caught on to what parody rapping was. And I was like, how funny would it be if I rewrote Empire State of Mind about Croydon? And so I rewrote it, sent the lyrics to Georgia, and she was like, would you let me do the singing on it? And I was like, yeah, that was
You
what I
do
was...
give off Alicia Keys vibes, to be fair.
Oh, thank you very
Because
much.
Georgia's a singer-songwriter.
Exactly.
So I was like, that's
Can
where I
I
was...
just
I'm sorry,
pause? I
she's
need
the
to get
singer-
into Georgia. What did you think when you looked at those lyrics? Were you like, this is it? This is going to take off? Or like what?
Do you know what? I think because it wasn't trying to be serious. It was literally like,
It was parody.
I'm jumping
Yeah.
on the 159 and I'm like off to the reflex, which was like which was literally like the 80s bar around the corner. And like, it was just funny. Like it just made sense at the time because that song was so big. And I don't know if the Newport one happened before or
No,
after
so the
us.
Newport one happened after us. No, it did. And, but no, so Georgia was like, would you let me sing on it? I was like, well, to be honest, I was going to ask you to do the singing on it anyway. So we got into a studio and we recorded this tune, released it, called it the Clock Tower State of Mind because the kind of iconic landmark in Croydon is the Croydon Clock Tower.
Yeah.
So we did Clock Tower State of Mind and we managed to convince this Ignite group to let us just open the show with it.
Again, you are very
charismatic.
And they were like, well,
Yeah.
so they were like, well, we need
Blagger.
you need a stage name. And I was like, well, it's obvious. N-Tubz.
Of course it is.
So we did this whole hype around it, this N-Tubz, right? We performed it and everyone was just like, what? That's crazy. That's sick.
Was that actually the reaction?
Genuinely.
Right?
I don't know whether it was because it was the gigs were for 14 to 19-year-olds who couldn't get into bars and clubs and perform and stuff like that.
In the Croydon
in
Clock
the Croydon
Tower.
area. But we held it inside the clock tower.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
like, I don't know whether it was the fact that it was just because when you played those gigs, it was really weird. Like it was almost kind of this really small piece of like local celebrity. Like
Yeah.
it was wild. And like people would be like, oh my God, like proper, I'm coming to your show. I'm coming to your show.
Oh my days.
Honestly, because like MySpace was still a thing then,
Yeah.
because I'm showing my age. MySpace was still a thing then, and literally we'd be like, go down to the local. Like there was this kind of emo-y gothy shop that always used to help us out,
Was
sell
Time
tickets.
Bomb?
Time Bomb. Richie, I love you. I don't know if you're still around, but that shop
I don't
was
know if you're fucking
amazing.
listening.
That shop was amazing. I used to spend my youth in there.
It's like
and-
our blue banana.
Yeah.
I swear. And they used to sell the tickets for us, and like Richie was so cool because he just didn't care that like these random kids are can I buy a ticket for Ignite, please? It's like £2, you know. Like,
But it would sell out.
It would sell out, and
Yeah.
I don't know whether it
Amazing.
was the fact that it was really like a novel idea. It hadn't really been done, as far as I know,
No,
on that
no,
sort of
yeah,
scale
yeah.
in the area, or whether it was just genuinely people thought we were really weird, but they wanted to come and see it like happen. You know, like a
Like,
car
I've
crash.
gotta
Like
go
you
and
want to
see
see
this
it.
shit.
Like,
But what we would
Yeah.
do is we would book like a famous headline act.
yeah,
And like
this is one of the best stories.
so
Go on.
for the show that actually we'd started doing Clock Tower State of Mind. I think it was as shortly after the Christmas lights turning on situation, which we'll get back to. I'd come into a meeting once and we were like, right, we need to decide our headline act for February. And I said,
Really small budget.
and I
like,
said, right, really
yeah.
small budget. I said, right, I've actually been in contact with a rapper that we can get. He's kind of up and coming on the grime scene. And he'll do it for within our budget.
I'm trying to think of who this is.
And his name's Tiny Temper. Right?
Oh, I
Wait,
swear on my
wait.
life. I swear.
You laugh
this
now.
happened.
And they were like, play us one of his songs then. So I played this song that was just kind of, he'd released on his MySpace, hadn't officially released it yet. And it starts with
No.
yeah.
Buddy.
So I played Pass Out to this group and they're like, that shit, it's never going to bang.
No.
I
so-
swear this
So
happened.
our show was, you'll have to, if someone wants to be anal enough, fact check this, but the 26th of February was the show. Friday
Okay.
the 26th of February, right? Or Friday the 25th of February, because this is when the UK charts was done on a Sunday. The 25th of February, we ended up having a guy called Griminal headline the show. And because they had gone against picking Tiny Temper,
Yeah.
by the time we were announcing the headline act, Tiny Temper had kind of started getting big in the scene.
Ooh.
So because I was in charge of doing the announcement on Facebook, I teased it with clues that would make it look like it was Tiny Temper. Everyone got buzzing, and then we announced it was Griminal, and people were fuming. 25th of February, Criminal headlined Ignite. 27th of February, Tiny Temple went number 1 with Pass Out in the UK.
Stop it.
Swear.
No.
Yes.
Honestly.
What were the people who rejected it, what were they like?
Children.
Or
Yeah.
were they like, did they accept that they rejected it, or were they trying to be
Do you
like,
want to know
oh,
a few
no,
other names that I'd suggested over the time that had been rejected? Rizzle Kicks.
I love Drizzle
But probably the
Kicks.
biggest one who's gone on to some fame is Ed Sheeran. And these,
I'm speechless.
I swear to God as well.
Honestly, I promise you. I absolutely promise you that is true.
It's not bullshit at all. I just had this fucking...
Because like Ed Sheeran was just doing the
loop pedal shit on
the
SBTV.
YouTube videos on SBTV.
I swear
His
to
fee
God.
was like minimal. If he had asked for more than what we could do, we probably would have stretched to it.
Yeah.
Like it was one of those situations. And
Right, we're going to need to...
Yeah, it was...
Genuinely.
It was mad.
This is mental.
We're going to need to ask Ed Sheeran.
But anyway, back to the Christmas lights.
Yeah.
Because we went off a mad tangent. So we'll set this N-Tubz thing up. We did it once, it banged. And like a lot of the people involved in Ignite didn't want it to do well because basically I was taking the piss out of what all these teenagers were trying to do.
Yeah.
But I was being successful with it.
It was like a council run project.
Yeah.
So the council were really careful about what we were putting out and what we were doing and like theming of the events and things like that. And then he just rolls in. He's like, yeah, I'm N-Tubz. I'm going to do Croydon State of Mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
So we did it. And then they had no other choice but to give me a set at the next show because people wanted it so much. So we got booked for that. And then the same, 2 nights later, got booked for another show in the Clock Tower from an external promoter.
Ooh.
So it was like, wait, this has got legs now.
Yeah.
Then in the summer, we got booked to perform at Croydon Summer Festival. But when we turned up at the festival, another stage phoned us because an actor dropped out and were like, can you, we know you've got this song. Can you just come? We went on stage. The only people in the tent were our parents and my little brother. By the end of the song, just bear in mind, this is like a 3.5 minute song. By the end of the song, the tent was full.
Really?
And they were stopping people coming in. I'm not even bullshitting. Right?
It was just
surreal.
It was.
How old were you?
16, 17.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, 17. And it's really worrying because you do kind of get in your own head about it, and you're like, oh, I'm kind of famous now.
We got booked
a bit famous.
we got booked for a show in Deptford, which is another borough. And we went and sound checked, and I was like, I want the lights to be like this. I got really fucking shown me.
I can imagine
Yeah.
as soon as you get
I'm
given.
pretty sure you asked for a rider at one point. As well.
No, we did for Club Soda. We got a rider. Yeah, so
What did you have on your rider?
oh, so bored. I think I was 16, 17 and fat. Yeah, I asked for 4 big bottles of water, 8 little bottles of water, 2 tubs of Haribo, and then just a few towels because I'd seen an artist in an interview say you should always ask for towels.
He tries to do this to producer Priddle every episode.
Yeah.
Producer Prison tells us to.
And yeah, so it was mad. And then we were supporting bands from TV talent shows. They'd be headlining, and then we'd support them, just do this fucking song and dip. And then one day I'm in London for a job interview, just for McDonald's or something, and my phone rings, and I'm like, hello. So, oh hi, it's so and so from Croydon Council. We're booking the Christmas lights show, and I was like, okay. But yeah, we've been given your contact details. We'd like to book you. And I was like, all right, sounds like, send me the details by email and I'll let you know. Innit? Thinking someone's on the wind up. Next thing I get this email through with all the details. We want you to perform at 3:00, this stage. So I'm like, yeah, cool. We turn up, 3:00, the high street's empty.
It's the middle of the day on a Friday or something.
Yeah, again, the only people that have turned up.
It's like OAPs and drunks,
Yeah.
you know.
Literally the only people looking at what's happening on the stage is my family and George's family and a few friends. And they wanted us to do 2 songs. Obviously, we only had 1.
Yeah.
So we just did a cover of a Professor Green song or something like that. And then so we do Clock Tower State of Mind. We come off and the stage manager's there nobody told us that's what you were doing. And we were like, okay.
Because I think they were expecting us to sing Christmas songs.
Yeah. And I was like, okay. She was like, that song was amazing. And I was like, all right. She's like, can you come back about 7:30 just before Basil Brush turns the lights on and perform it again? Right?
It's true.
And we were like, we've kind of got an Ignite meeting at 7, but we can check if we can not be there. So we go. They're like, of course you can go and do it. And at this point, we're still not knowing what to expect, innit?
Yeah.
We turn back up. We struggle to get to the stage because there's probably about 7,500 people in the high street.
Well,
The entire
so
yeah.
the lights are being
Yeah.
turned on.
Yeah.
So like this, like
Because that
there's-
used to be a massive thing, turning the Christmas lights
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Huge.
And there's like just thousands of people. We go backstage. There's Crystal Palace players there. This Hollyoaks actress who's in Panto in Fairfield Halls, and Basil Brush. And funny story, I said to Basil Brush's puppeteer, I said, "Oh, can I have a?"
I'm sorry, puppeteer.
Sorry to
His friend.
his friend, who is carer.
His minder.
I said,
Hey.
"Do you mind if I have a picture?" And he was like, "No,
What?
He
you're not having a
literally-
picture."
What? Basil
And I was
Brush
like,
said
"What?"
no.
And I don't know if he was salty because they'd said, "Oh, this kid's going to come and do this rap before the show or what." But just Basil Brush refused to have a picture with me. So then in my head, I'm like, "Fuck you, Basil
Fuck you,
Brush.
Basil
I am
Brush.
going to put the best performance of my life on now."
Just to spite you, Baz.
Boom.
Yeah.
Bazza.
Boom.
Right, so imagine it now, right? It's like imagine now, right? It's like 5 minutes before the lights go on, the host goes up like, "Right, we've got a surprise act for you now," and I'm thinking, "Surprise act? Yeah, come on." They bring us up on stage. So like Georgia goes up first. She's like, "Right, so when I do Croydon," and like the
Look at
crowd,
you.
yeah,
No.
so, listen,
It's
Audience
weird. It
participation.
genuinely, it goes to your head a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah.
the crowd's
That's what I was
loving it,
saying
and then
earlier
all
on,
of a
like,
sudden it's like, and I come up the stairs and yeah, I'm down in Purley. Now I'm down in Shirley, right next to the clock tower.
Why do I feel like George is having like a flashback?
Oh,
Some people would call it PTSD. I'm not quite sure if it's quite there
no,
yet.
but
But
listen, we
it's-
banged it.
Oh my
And
god!
like, do you know in the chorus, yeah? Do you know when like you see bands at like the O2 Wembley and they're like, "Sing along, we're doing that," and people,
Yeah, literally
cry.
mics out.
I'm like,
There's these kids at the front. Your little brother was there.
Yeah.
He's like 5, and he's like, "Cry!"
Like, I feel like a fucking rock star, innit?
Yeah.
It was mad.
So we finished the song. The host comes back up and he's like, "Oh, can we do the chorus one more time?"
And
So
they
now-
got them to sing it.
Yeah, a
cappella.
cappella.
Oh.
7,500 people are singing.
Your
in
lyrics.
Croydon.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fucking, I was like, "Right, should we do the lights then?" And I'm like, "Should we get off the stage?" He's like, no, you stay.
Yeah.
And we're stood in front of Basil Brush now.
Oh, no wonder
And
he was
like,
salty.
yeah, and he's like, "Oh, just put your hand on this pump thing." So we're like, got our hand on this pump thing. We push it down instead of Basil Brush. Yeah. And the lights go off and it's like, "Woo!"
As Georgia done. Boom. Boom.
Yeah. And then
Oh my God.
in the Croydon Advertiser the next day, the headline was something like, "Basil Brush booked to turn on Christmas lights, but local artist N-Tubz steals the show."
Basil Brush brushed away.
Knocked him on the ass. I was so excited. Cheers.
Genuinely. like-
Honestly. Yeah.
And then,
Oh my God.
yeah, and then I tried to go serious with it then because I thought, "Oh, bang, like,
Because you're Charlie.
yeah, no." So I was like, "Bang, I'm going to rebrand to Charlie B and I'm going to try to be a serious rapper." And I hate to tell you, it flopped.
Well,
He
considering
says in his party hat in the middle of,
Yeah.
in
But
the middle
yeah,
of the valleys.
but yeah, so that's like what we did. And then
yeah.
Ignite kind of fizzled out then, didn't it?
Yeah, we got a bit older and it just sort of didn't.
yeah, you only had the one song. You were a one-hit wonder, but that,
We
like,
were,
all the
yeah,
best- all the
one
best
hit
people are.
wonder,
Yeah,
yeah.
what happens?
Just artistic differences,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, just grew apart.
So was it like a case of, you just
we
said,
actually didn't speak for 5 years.
Genuinely, we didn't speak for like 5 years.
you just said though, you tried to rebrand.
He did because he tried to rebrand.
No. But if people know us that are listening to this, they'll think now, "Oh, is that why they actually didn't speak for 5 years? We
Yeah.
never fell out. We just didn't speak for
No,
5 years."
it just kind of naturally happened. Like
Wow.
Does it feel weird like going into your 30s knowing you've already peaked?
this is. I had this
Oh.
conversation. No, genuinely, I had this conversation. with him. That time we went to the O2 and did that thing, the tour during COVID, which is again.
Okay,
I'm
explain.
sorry, I need to give you a little bit
Explain.
more context
The thing
to that.
is,
You did a
to
tour.
other
Oi,
people.
This is so fucking
be
sick because
other
you lot think
people-
I chat so much shit.
Honestly,
Let Georgia have the mic.
Go
Explain
on,
to
go
us
on.
what
to
happened.
other people, this will not be funny. But like, it's the kind of people that we are. Like, I don't know if we have a warped sense of humor or what. But
Oh,
we always
sure.
said growing up.
I know.
This is my forward. We always said growing up that we should have had our own reality TV show because some of the stupid stuff that goes on and I think just comments that get said and like
Yeah.
It was, yeah. And at one point they were talking about doing a reality TV show in Croydon. We were probably about 18, 19. And
Surrey Heights.
And they were talking, it was all, Towie was very big then. And they were talking about doing it. And we were dead serious that we were going to audition for it. It never happened. But we always joke about that. So like many, many, many years later, we've not fallen out, but reconnected. And
we can address the not talking if you want
it's
in
not
a minute.
It's
we
not
all
a thing.
know what it is. It's artistic
not,
difference.
Yeah.
He tried to rebrand. He left you on the sidelines.
That's it,
and
I
screwed
got
at the end of the day.
left in the dust.
Let's leave it at that. Because that's so much more exciting.
It really is. And yeah, so we always joked about that. And then it was just after COVID, wasn't it? Because it was literally, the O2 wasn't able to do concerts, but they were doing these like empty venue tours. So they take you around backstage and like an empty arena with no stage and everything. It was really cool. So like we were just mucking around taking pictures. Like he's took a picture and being like, oh, I've booked the O2 for my next event. Like
I took a
standing
picture
there with an empty place, like he's done his own show round. You know what I mean? Like,
I took a
posted
picture
it
and I
online.
posted it on Instagram. And I said like, oh, watch how many snakes now. Because I was running an events business at the time. I was like, watch how many snakes now message me about this. And I just put a picture of me with the O2 in front. Like, so I'm stood there and like the empty O2's in front of me. And I've just put O2 pending ...
That doesn't sound like you
And
at
so,
all.
like, but you've
my
got a few
phone
messages,
blew up.
Yeah.
People are, banging. Let me know when you're doing it.
But you were just doing a tour.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
the O2.
Paid for it.
Literally.
Paid
Literally.
for a tour.
You
But
paid
at
them.
the end of that, they took us up into the boxes and we were like, wouldn't it be really funny if I swear that's like if we had a saying,
Yeah.
wouldn't it
How
be really
would it
funny
be
if,
Yeah.
that would be really funny if we did that. And we literally set my GoPro up on one of the tables and just walked down the steps in this box and the whole arena was empty. Walked down the steps, just sat down and just sort of like, so you just got us, the back of us, looking out across the thing. And then he just turns to me and goes, end of season 1. And we both just started laughing. And everyone's like, what the hell? And to us, it was the funniest thing because it made so much sense after not seeing or speaking to each other for so long. It was like, we're right back to being 18
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Like having that
I
laugh,
love
Surrey
that.
Heights and everything. And yeah, I mean.
Yeah, because we reconnected.
Yeah.
Just to go back to not talking. The reason we didn't talk for 5 years, right, is that we both got into relationships.
Yeah.
And it just
And
like
we
life
just
changed.
didn't
I
have
moved to
time,
Wales
yeah.
and like I didn't really come back and we were just living separate lives. And then when I went through my breakup, the day that I broke up with my partner, because I was for some reason still spoke to Georgia's sister.
You weren't in a band with us, so
Yeah.
there was no
Yeah,
artistic
there was no
difference.
Actually-
differences. Yeah.
Actually, we were in a band with her at one point.
Oh,
IR Forever.
God, don't bring that up.
Well, we obviously need to know what that
You
is
need to know
now.
what this other
So,
band is.
you know when a parody becomes an even bigger parody?
Oh, no, but with you guys, I'm feeling
And
it, yeah.
at the time, things just, I don't know if it's just, things seem to escalate with us. Like
Yeah.
the smallest joke becomes too big and then it's like,
Yeah.
you shouldn't have done that.
But we've been on some
Literally,
waves.
There was, so when we were riding on the N-Tubz fame, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, that's definitely what it was.
Oh, that's what it was.
We got asked to do a show for another kind of division of the Croydon Council's arts programme. And they asked us to come to this show.
Quite easy to get into these
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. And they, can you come down and do this? And we're like, well, yeah, we'll do it. But we're thinking, let's do something a little bit different.
Yeah.
So-
We wanted to bring some of the gang with us.
So we brought some of
Yeah.
the gang
Humble
from
like
Ignite
that.
with us.
Yeah.
And what is that song called? I can't
Dang,
remember.
dang, 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 game over. They
Game
just,
Over,
My
right?
all-time favorite song.
they'd just done it at the Mobos,
They've just
right?
done it.
They'd done the remix of the
And we were like,
Mobos.
wouldn't it be
That's
really
like 6
funny?
people you can do a parody
Yeah.
of this.
Yeah.
Sick. Okay.
So,
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it, again,
But no, but
wouldn't
bear-
it be funny if...
Lucy, bear in mind, at the same time, I'm going through this thing of, I'm trying to take music a bit more seriously now.
Yeah, he's Charlie B now.
Oh,
He's Charlie
no.
B.
Oh, no, that's going to be your
Yeah.
downfall.
No.
So we gang up with a couple of other people, including my sister, and we do this group called IR Forever, which was basically, was it Ignite? What?
Ignite rules forever.
Ignite Rules Forever.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
IR
I-
Forever.
But a level with you, that's
Really bad
shocking.
choice.
Yeah.
It's terrible. And we just basically all wrote our own verses, and I, me being the lyrical gangster that I am,
Well, yeah, and you've seen that way. You do.
decided I'm not going to sing, I'm going to rap.
Oh,
She spat bars.
is it?
I spat
do
bars.
you remember them?
Do you know what? I
I
don't.
know there was one bar, it was like, Show's over, game's over. Mario lost his last life.
Yeah, that was the
Or something
last
like that.
line, I think.
And then
Yeah.
dang, dang, da, da, dang, 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 dive.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a song.
I think
Yeah.
it's.
Oh my
I
God,
don't
what
want
a
to advertise
song.
this, but I
Yeah.
believe it is on the internet
It
somewhere.
is, yeah.
Fantastic news. You know what we're doing after
Do
this?
you know what? I probably
Fredo.
remember Woodsy's verse.
Link down below. No.
I remember Woodsy's verse better than my own.
Do you?
Yeah.
To be
Well,
honest,
hit us
I
with it
just
then.
remember Chelsea
I'm
and
so
Layla.
fly, thinks about time I landed. I ain't talking Heathrow, it's all about Gatwick, but this rapping thing's kind of new to me. So if you want
Oh.
to prove my star quality, just look at the hats. Hi-tops jacket matching the tats.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's why Charlie B didn't take off.
Yeah. My opening line was like, I'm so sick, but I'm not talking chunder.
I swear to God.
I
I think
swear
we should do this in an episode. Everyone come up with their own rap verse.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I mean, honestly,
I feel like we've hit the jackpot here
Yeah.
by having these two celebrities.
I know, I can't believe
Potentially
it.
has been
Local celebrities. Yeah.
Literally. Do you know how many like one-hit wonders there are who are like
Sorry.
massive names? Massive names.
Yeah.
And you guys are one of them.
That's the thing.
N-Tubz.
That guy, Basil Brush.
And you thought I had to
used
audition
Yeah.
for Panto?
I still do.
Throwing it back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I
listen.
still do believe that.
You're still holding on to that from episode 1, aren't you?
Yeah.
The thing is, if we go into and I'm going to segue into another story now. Even though, did we finish the story about why we stopped speaking?
You both have
it was
partners.
just, yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
but then
it-
basically
yeah.
we reconnected, and then COVID happened a year later.
Yeah.
It's like we'd like met up a few times, and it was like, oh, the friendship was going brilliant again, and then bang, can't see anyone. To segue into Panto auditions, right?
Yeah.
Another funny memory that we remembered driving up here was when Georgia was trying to make it in the music scene. And obviously, this is when X Factor was
Oh,
huge.
Christ.
So Georgia was like, I'm going up to the XL in London to audition for X Factor.
Dun, dun,
And we
dun,
were
dun,
like
dun,
just
dun.
such good friends that I was like, I'll come and support.
I've done the wrong theme
You
tune.
did, didn't you?
Yeah.
I think you did. I was
Isn't it
a
dun,
celebrity.
dun, 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 dun?
No, it's dun 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
What's that?
I'm a celebrity.
That's X Factor.
No, I think that's X Factor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you absolute gaslighters. I'm sick of this place.
I'm out of
So,
here.
so yeah,
Taking
Georgia.
off my party hat. I'm
I mean,
going.
it's hanging on by a thread. It's
Well, yeah.
so-
I'll clip
Like
party
my
hat.
sanity.
Georgia was like, I'm going to audition. So we were like, we'll come and support. So we had to get a train at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And in true Charlie Bat fashion, by the time we'd got to the XL in London, I was auditioning too.
Oh,
God.
you can't just let anyone
Yeah.
have their moment, can you?
So that's what I
Oh.
need to ask Georgia. Like, how have you done this?
This is what I was trying to say. I think we do need to do a welfare
think
check on you.
I do think the break was needed.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
Are we not going to talk about the fact I got to judges' houses then?
No.
Okay. Good, because I didn't.
It was funny though, because I don't know. Say spoil the magic that my program's been off the air for years. Do it. Like one of the little known facts about those TV talent things is that there's maybe about 5 rounds before what you
Yes.
see on TV, which is probably like the worst kept secret in.
You got
TV,
through
but-
though before, didn't you?
I got through first round, yeah. So it was when I was like 14. It's when they lowered the age, which
Okay.
Oh,
thinking back was
yeah.
very irresponsible. And yeah, so it was just these little booths, and I mean, we had been stood outside in the rain and whatever for
I was pissing
hours.
down.
Hours. I mean, literally, they got you to do all the crowd shots, you know, where Dermot O'Leary's outside, and you're just silent waving, and like it was awful. So we were already annoyed by then, and we got in, and Charlie's like, "I'm doing it." I was like, "You're not." He's like, "Yeah, I'm going to do it." I was like, "What are you going to sing?" He was like, "Well," and he told me through the plan, which I'll let him demonstrate. And thinking back on it, you probably were a little bit ahead of your time with a certain
As always.
mute challenge.
Yeah, as always.
YouTube,
YouTube 5 years too early.
Yeah,
Mute challenge 5 years too early.
I know. Oh God, being Charlie P. That's It's just a lifetime. We could probably do about 6 episodes on you, to be honest. But yeah.
I auditioned
So, yeah.
for Britain's Got Talent once.
To do what? News?
Not just on my own, in a dance troupe.
Yeah, you were a
Again, we were,
dancer.
I believe, ahead of our time.
Nice.
And then we had glow in the dark props. And we did it too, the song. And I can't even remember the name of the song, right? But it goes dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And it was like literally, right?
Wow. So you nearly made it.
Oh, Millie. our bloody, what's those? Are they black lights? Blue lights, where they're called? You know, the
UV
big
lights.
UV lights. Obviously, we come equipped with our own ones because nobody else was doing anything like this. If we could have that on hand, we were bloody pat tested, were they?
Oh. You didn't get onto Britain's Got Talent because you hadn't pat-tested your lights.
No one else brings ridiculous props. Excuse me, can we just plug this into the front of the stage? So yeah,
Fuck off!
could have made it big.
Oh,
Could have made it
what?
big.
Someone's there like, are these lights less than a year old?
Yeah, nobody
Or have they been
packed our lights.
pat-tested?
And we begged, pleaded, and they wouldn't let us in. So we had to walk home, all suits in hand,
With your UV.
with our UV light under my armpit.
Oh my God. I can just imagine some Jobsworth prick. Like, if you haven't got these receipts, they're going to need to be pat-tested.
Yeah, literally.
Saying it to all these kids.
Yeah. You're all there in your black
I was like
suits.
12. Yeah.
You're in your black suits like, what's pat-testing?
Yeah. So the world never got to see what I can only describe as a sensational show.
So there could have been 3 celebrities here
Yeah.
today.
There could have been, but
But
unfortunately there's
To be
not.
fair-
Pat tested.
To be
Yeah.
fair, 4, because you are
Pantomime Queen.
pantomime queen.
You know, I actually auditioned for Big Brother. Yeah. Got through to meeting Big Brother and then absolutely fannied out because I didn't know what to say to him.
Who is the who's the most famous person you've met?
Probably Tom Holland though.
Fair.
Oh, is that to
You've
me?
met quite a few.
I have. I'd probably say Kylie.
Minogue.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. But
Kylie
it
from
was-
down the road.
This
mate.
sounds so. Yeah, Kylie from
You
down
know
the
the
road.
Kylie that's known for being Kylie.
The Kylie, yeah.
The Kylie, yeah.
It wasn't like a proper conversation. or
hold
anything,
on.
Yeah.
Didn't you nearly get hit in the face by the Brit Award that Noel Gallagher threw into the
Yeah,
crowd at the
it
Brit
was
Awards?
Liam. Yeah, when Liam,
Yo,
when
how have I just remembered that?
yeah,
God,
yeah.
Swan,
So
tell us.
when Liam Gallagher, so one of the perks of attending such a prestigious performing arts
You go to
academy,
the
you
Brit
get to go to the Brit
Awards.
Awards, or you used to.
'Cause it's funded.
Some people didn't
Yeah.
get to go because there was a lack of good behaviour.
Charlie B.
And
I can confirm I've never been to the Brit Awards.
yeah, there was like a list, wasn't there, at the box office
Yeah,
of
so our
kids
school
who
had a
couldn't
box
claim
office.
tickets, and he was on that list.
We're at the box office. They like, I guess you'd call it a reception in a normal school. You just go in and like pay for like school trips and stuff. But obviously they book like performances through there as well because we had a theatre in the school. So in year 12, all the year 12s would go to the Brit Awards because the British Record Industry Trust funded the Brit School. That's why
Yeah.
no one had to pay for it.
Yeah.
So obviously because their awards, all the year 12s would go as like a
fill out the
gift, like
audience.
thanks.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, that was the
Um,
only reason I knew the Brit Awards. That's why I wanted to go to Brit School because
Yeah.
I knew they got to go to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Brit
So-
Awards.
But the thing is,
God.
if you're a fucking bit of work or if you're just naughty at school,
Well, hang on. So earlier when I was like, when I called you, I said that you give off arsehole vibes. And you were like, no, you
and
defended
she said,
him.
no, I was naughty.
It was, yeah.
And I didn't get to go to the Brit Awards because I was
Because
naughty.
he was a cheeky boy.
He had
Yeah.
too many marks on the board.
Yeah,
next to
yeah,
his name,
basically
you know?
too many
Yeah.
strikes, innit?
Too many.
And there was no way of getting your name off the list once you'd done
absolutely not. Damage
it.
was
And
done.
so I didn't get to go to the Brit
Oh.
Awards.
That's so sad.
But-
But yeah,
yeah.
so we went to one of the years. I was lucky enough to go twice, and one of the years that we went was when it was at Earl's Court. One of the last times it was there, and they had us in the pit at the front, so it looked, like a right party. And Liam Gallagher won his award, and for some reason he wasn't happy about
Didn't
it.
Oasis win it?
I can't remember. I
I
honestly,
feel like Oasis won it. He was like, oh, I don't even need this.
I can't remember. And he literally lobbed it and the award and the microphone into the crowd at us. And I literally ducked and it went flying past my head. And I wish I hadn't because, where there's blame, there's a claim.
Oh, absolutely.
100%.
Could have been a millionaire by now. But yeah, and it was really funny though, because obviously everyone wanted to keep it. That like there was
Well,
fights
yeah.
over it in the thing, and they had to come down. They're like, "No, you can't have that." And they're like, "Well, it's his award. He doesn't want it." They're like, "No, it's the dummy award. We give everyone the same one, and then they get their real one backstage."
He tripped down, got given another way backstage.
He'd thrown it. He'd give this whole kind of, oh, fuck this, don't need
Yeah.
this. Not yours anyway.
It's not his anyway. It was probably getting ready to be given to Lady
Didn't
Gaga or
you go
something.
to the one as well when Dizzy Rascal
That was the same one with the money, yeah.
had the money falling
yeah,
from the
like
ceiling?
the for fake money with the Disney. I think I've got it at home
Yeah.
somewhere. It's got his face on one
'Cause
side and
remember it's on
Florence on the
Dirty
other
Cash?
side. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you had dirty cash coming from it. Yeah.
From the, yeah, it
and
was
I
mad.
missed out on all of that because
It
I was a
was
fucker.
mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
What have we learned?
Don't be a fucker.
Behave yourself if you want to go to Brick Walls.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
never did go.
Never did. I left
Never
school
did.
that year anyway.
Left or?
Resigned.
Was
Resigned.
requested.
Mutual termination of education.
Yeah. What was that word they used when the separation? Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin. What was it?
Fuck knows.
Conscious uncoupling.
Oh,
conscious
They had a conscious uncoupling with the Brisker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they'd still rinse my name when the podcast gets big enough for me to be part of the famous alumni. Because truth be told, as amazing of a school it is, a lot of the people that have made it famous probably left before the end of their tenure. Amy Winehouse famously excluded from the
Adele?
school. No, she would have probably stuck it through.
Yeah. I think she left the year I joined.
Yeah.
So she left in like the June and then I joined in the August, yeah.
Wow.
So she would have been there when you did the tour. You know, like they
Probably,
take
yeah,
you
when I
in
did
for, like,
open
induction
evening
day
and
that.
stuff. Yeah, and induction day, she would have been bopping about
And
somewhere.
it wasn't long until she like released her album then after.
I think that
Yeah.
first song was big while she was still at school. Chasing Pavements.
Yeah, she was
What a
about
tune.
18, yeah. So I think it was, at 19 was the album, wasn't it? So yeah, she would have been at college, yeah.
So as we wrap up Charlie's birthday episode, thank you again, Georgia, for being a wonderful
It's
guest.
been a pleasure.
It really has.
Yeah,
Thank you.
But before you go, we do need to just like maybe just fact check a few things
Sure.
about Charlie.
A little bit of trivia.
Yeah, just a bit of trivia.
Yeah.
Is it true that he was on the BBC as a child?
I can confirm that was correct. He was, can I say it?
Yeah.
He was on Blue Peter. You went to
Malawi.
with Gethin, with
Gethin
Gethin
Jones.
Jones.
Wow.
And actually, Charlie did give me his Blue Peter badge. I've got it at home.
Did
somewhere.
I?
Yeah, your green one, yeah.
He wants it back.
Do you want it back?
No. We was
'Cause
literally
I always
talking
wanted
about
it-
where the fuck the badges have gone.
Yeah, I wanted a Blue Peter badge, and you were like, I don't fucking want this. You have it, and I was like,
Oh,
safe.
how very Liam Gallagher of you.
Fuck it. Don't need that.
just told Gethin to go fuck himself. Fair enough.
He ne- he nearly took my my head off for that. Yeah,
I forgot about
yeah.
that.
No, I've got it somewhere. I couldn't
Sick.
tell you where, but it's in my house somewhere. But yeah, that is correct. There used to be footage of it somewhere, but
There still is.
is it? It's on YouTube
Yeah.
or any other
There's
streaming
going to be
platform?
many links that we post under this
Oh,
one.
trust me, there's
yeah.
some she
Lord.
hasn't talked about.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't get to. Oh, yeah,
The Disney advert.
Yeah, we didn't get to.
What
talk
is
about
the
that.
Disney advert?
Oh my goodness. So, when Charlie B, when N-Tubz rebranded to Charlie B, us being us thought, wouldn't it be funny to make a mockumentary
Sure.
of Charlie B? And at this time, like it wasn't before The Office, but it was when we
Hadn't
were too
seen The
young
Office.
to watch The Office. And when we look back at it now, it's very Office
Vibes.
like
Yeah.
it's Office. And we did this mockumentary about him being like this mega star, and he'd be like, yeah, the paparazzi follow me, and he'd walk out the front door and there's no one there. Like it was
Yeah.
things like that.
It's giving like this country vibes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
literally
yeah.
said that outside about something else. And he would go outside, oh, the record company sorted me out with a ride, and it's one of them push scooters, that
Perfect.
them ones that you swing it around, it hits your ankle, it's like you've broken your ankle, it's like one of them. And we okay, so let's start doing short form videos. And this was before the days of Vine and TikTok and all that sort of stuff. And we often say, I think we were a little bit, without sounding
Ahead of
crazy,
ourselves.
ahead of our time.
Yeah.
And
Like me and Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah.
and there was an advert running for Disney at the time, for Disney holidays, where it was like, the magic begins the moment you tell them.
Oh.
And we're like, wouldn't it be funny if,
Yeah.
wouldn't it be funny if the kid was like, I don't want to go there. So we do this thing, set up. Oh, I've got a present for Charlie for his birthday. Actually, it's very fitting for today.
It
Yeah.
is.
A present for Charlie for his birthday, and I think he's gonna love it. So he comes on through. So it's this piece of paper we are going to, and I said, "Yeah, just rip that off for me, Charlie." He rips it off. It says Disneyland Paris, and he looks at the camera. He goes, "Fuck off! I want to go Florida." And then the logo comes up. The magic begins the moment you tell them. It was just.
And again, there's links to this.
Yes,
Amazing.
it is on YouTube. Yes, it is
Amazing.
on YouTube.
On
yeah.
YouTube.
Along with
Oh.
Being Charlie B, the original documentary.
Yeah, we sat and watched it back.
we did watch
Well,
it last night.
Pretty much every time we meet up, we put it on and laugh at it again.
So
Yeah.
you know, earlier we were like, "Oh, should we have like a movie night one night?" It's just gonna be us watching all old YouTube videos of you and Basil brushing things, isn't it?
Pretty much. There's also a Pineapple Dance Studios parody as well. I don't know if you
Oh, a bit of
remember
Louise
that
Spencer,
show.
yes, I
Love
do.
Pineapple
Um,
Dance Studio.
Oh,
He was-
it's sick. It's
It's
funny
really
as fuck.
Did you do a bit
funny.
of your salsa in there?
He
as
did.
well?
It
no,
was
the
more
river
like a
dance.
river dance.
Oh, nice.
And he was in a dashing navy blue onesie and some matching kind of shoes, and it's iconic, to be fair. And on YouTube and available to watch whenever you please.
Oh, fantastic news.
So yeah, I did have to get Being Charlie B in there because that was really funny. That was a really funny time.
That's absolutely
But yeah.
brilliant. That is brilliant.
I love that. Well, can I just say I'm very glad that you guys reconnected as friends and you
Same.
could be our first guest, Georgia.
Yeah,
'cause
and
you've
even
been-
after all that tension after the creative differences,
Yeah.
that you're still able to come back better than ever, guys. You know.
Yeah, it does feel like that. I think as we've grown and as adults, and now that this young man enters his 30s, I'm sure it will continue. But
absolutely, absolutely.
I did say that though. I was talking to a few friends that you do have a time where if you've been friends, especially from younger, you drift apart a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the comeback is always stronger.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. This band are coming
And
back.
I think it's
Well-
important that there wasn't a fallout, so that
yeah, I think
there
it's
was nothing to like reconcile. It was literally just time.
You just drifted
Yeah.
apart and then
apart,
came
yeah, and
back.
then
Yeah.
just bang back together.
It-
and-
I think when you're so close with someone,
You can have that
it's
time apart.
inevitable that
George
something.
just said because we kind of, and we'd never really spoke about why we'd not spoken for 5 years before till the other day.
Yeah.
Because again, it was never an issue.
It's not a
It wasn't
thing.
an issue.
But we were
yeah.
like, probably might come up on a podcast, so we should maybe see if we're aligned in what we think about it. And Georgia was like, I genuinely believe that we were so close that it's your fault I didn't have a boyfriend growing up. Because people either thought we were dating
Yeah.
Or we were
or
related.
related. And I was like,
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
Genuinely,
Fair
like,
Or both.
not gonna out myself,
Well,
but yeah, literally had no boyfriend like as a kind of teenage years because people were absolutely convinced that was how close we were. Like he was at my house every day.
I mean, you film the
My mum would make him
dinner.
dinner.
what I mean?
Like it was, we'd have.
I'd go to their house, right? So like Georgia and Chelsea, sisters, I'd go to their house after school just to nap on the sofa for a few hours and then get a bus home.
Yeah.
That's so
You're making
wholesome, though.
it wasn't anything,
No,
wild.
no.
There was nothing wrong
What would
with
your
his
parents
home
say?
He
life.
fucking loves me.
Who's this
Yeah.
kid on the sofa?
We'd literally go to like KFC after college, have first dinner. Then we go to my
Yeah.
mum's and have second dinner.
Yeah.
Nice.
Then you'd have a nap and then go home.
Fuck off home.
Well,
Brilliant.
after 2 dinners.
What a life.
Yeah.
Who'd you know?
What
It's
a
like that
life.
episode of Vicar Dibley, don't she? Has
Yeah.
like 17 Christmas dinners.
Yeah.
It's pretty much that. Every day.
But yeah, no. So we spoke about that, and there was no fallout. And then
Yeah, genuinely.
so I'm glad that you could come in as the guest as well for my birthday episode.
Yeah.
So I
Oh
think
my
there's no
gosh,
one-
yeah.
There's
From
no
London.
yeah from London.
I know, all the way
From
from
that
London.
And I
that-
don't think there's
And
anyone.
she didn't even ask for a rider.
Nah,
I know.
should have got told to fuck.
We give her a
She
cream
can have
egg
a
on a
cake.
rider.
Then
but
there
it's
really
fine.
would be a falling out.
No, yeah, but I think there's no one that would have been able to kind of support the stories any better than Georgia. So thank you for
Absolutely.
coming.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
for having me. While I'm here, I just want to say I genuinely love this podcast.
Oh.
I really do. And I'm not saying it. They're not paying me. I genuinely love
I just
it.
raised a gun.
But here is the brown envelope.
Thank you. What's that? Free nose piercing? No, but genuinely, and like I said to Charlie after last week's episode, that episode was so important, and it's something that affects everyone. And the
does,
fact
it
you were
does.
able to address it with humor, but also that serious, I think it's so important and it's so relevant, and you guys should be really proud.
Thank you
Thank
so
you. What a
much.
Keep
lovely
up the
way
good
to
work.
end,
Oh
isn't
my
it?
God.
She's set a very high standard
Yeah.
for guests.
She really has. I might have to
Really,
rethink mine.
I am available for all podcasts and YouTube videos.
She films a mean Disney advert. She really does.
So, do you want to get involved with the ending that we've been doing on every podcast so far?
Yeah, I've kind of had a bit of a blackout, but yeah, I'll do whatever.
So I'll say thank you, girls.
Oh, okay, yes.
And then you'll
yes,
say-
yeah.
Thank you, Charlie.
Yeah.
It started really organically because it happened just off the cuff, and now Charlie makes us do it every episode.
And again, with the gun, we have to do it. Otherwise, he gets very upset.
Yeah.
Thank you,
But yeah, so that's it for my 30th birthday. Next episode, I will be able to share some more wisdom into 30. While you girls enjoy your fucking 20s.
It's only been a day, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I'm seeing the bad back already. Oh my God. But yeah, thanks for tuning in again. We'll see you again in 2 weeks' time, where we don't know what we'll be talking about yet because we need to have a meeting.
We do.
But we will be back. Keep listening, keep sharing it. We haven't done this in any episode yet, so please follow our Instagram if you're not following it. Talk 30 to me podcast. The 30 is a 30. Subscribe to our YouTube. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Music, subscribe, press the notification bell. You'll be notified as soon as a new episode comes out. And please give us a 5-star rating because that will help us get heard by other people who aren't seeing the links being shared. But yeah, please keep supporting. We're really enjoying making it. And we hope you're enjoying listening to it. So thank you, producer Priddle. Thank you, girls.
Thank you, Charlie.
Peace out.